Control, first, let's start with you personally. How's the off-season gone for you? How do you feel health-wise? Just what can we expect from you this season?
I feel real healthy. I've always been, on the more healthy side, taking care of my body and things like that. But I done gained a lot more weight, probably about 10 pounds heavier than last year. So I'm feeling the strength increase. I'm able to move more weight, obviously at a bigger weight. So I feel like also while trying to stay fast as possible at a heavier weight. But I'm feeling good this off season. It's been good with the guys. It's been fun.
Curious if you could, talk me through a little bit about that process, because it's got to be hard. Well, not hard, but you got to find that balance, right, in terms of being able to add weight, but like you said, keeping the speed. How did you go about making sure that you kept that balance in check?
Well, me and my position coach, we kind of just he kind of knows what way he wanted me to play at. Like I said before camp, it's kind of always good to get a little bit heavier because during camp you're gonna be sweating and losing a lot of weight. So just getting at a little heavier weight, so when I do lose a few pounds, I'm at a more comfortable weight. You know what I'm saying? Still heavier than I was last year. So just working with the strength staff and people like that just help me find that balance, not getting too heavy, not losing too much speed, but also being thick, because at safety you got to be able to come down and hit. So
yeah,
for sure.
Again, kind of a little bit of a specific question. I mean, obviously you guys got a whole staff, but I'm curious, like, what's the and I don't want you to go into like details about meal prep and all that, but what kind of does the food look like when you're going through that process?
I mean, they keep it. They got us a variety of food. So I mean, you can take a to-go plate. You can eat there. Eat a meal, and take it to go, and have two different meals. So it's real good. We also get like little money to go spend during the day to get food. So it's real hard to be hungry in the program, and it's easy to get heavy. So just like I said, playing with the strength staff. Our nutritionist, Miss Emily, she does a good job walking around checking people's plates. She'll tell you to go add something else to your plate, or maybe you need to cut that out, or so they real on it about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Last food question.
For sure.
What's the favorite thing that you eat at the staff? Like, what's the best?
I'm not gonna lie. We come in on like a Friday, because we have a Saturday game, or it would be a Thursday. We come in on a Thursday or Friday. They had the burger stations out. You can get you a handmade burger. 2 of them. I usually go 2 of them. A lot of people go 2-3 burgers. Come in, we don't have no breakfast, so it's about 10, 11 o'clock, everybody hungry. So burger, man, you load it up, some bacon, all type of stuff, man. So I think that'll be the best, and they hook it up, and it's real good. So I think that's what it is.
Gotcha, man.
Sure.
Whoever watching the video ain't hungry.
Thanks.
So let's talk about the defense side.
Yeah.
Specifically, you just mentioned obviously what the different skill sets you have to bring to the table. Before we even get into that, last season overall as a defense, y'all did really good. What can you take away from last season that obviously you want to continue? And maybe what are some things that you learned from last season that are important?
I mean, as a defense, I feel like what we'll take is I feel like last year we did a good job, just helping our offense, when they had their down times. I feel like we're going to have to be prepared to do that this year, but we're also going to have to be prepared to, for them to help us in, situations. But I feel like taking from last year, we did a good job running to the ball, just, being a fast and physical defense. So I feel like that never changes no matter who the coordinator is, so that's still our mindset, things like that. And they are instilling that. Coach Armstrong, he's on us about running to the ball, getting to the ball, creating takeaways. And I feel like, that's how you win the game, getting the offense the ball. Now they're loaded now, so, they got our back, we got their back. So taking from last season, we'll definitely just keep being gritty, and this year we're gonna come even harder.
How would you describe your position group so far, just being around them? What stands out about your position group?
We got a lot of dogs. Maybe some people, don't know a lot of these guys, or they're not on a lot of people's radars. But we have some guys who can play, like actually play. Like I said, told some other people in the spring when we did have some other guys that transferred out. I said we're still good. Like our 2-3 deep, they can start at any time. Me or anybody goes down, we have guys that can play. So now These guys just get the opportunity to, step out there, and get their cleats in the grass and go make plays and kind of show what they've been doing. So I feel like our group is confident. We're confident. Me and Trell McCutcheon, he does a good job staying on the corners. I stay on the safeties, and we just work as a unit. So we know the plans we want this year to do. We want to be the best in the Big 12 in the nation, win the Big 12, and go from there, make a run.
Gotcha. Obviously, you just mentioned Trell. Is there some? It comes organic, so I'm sure this is it's not the right or wrong question, but just in terms of like who have emerged as kind of leaders for
Like you said, kind of like me and Trell, but everybody leads. Like we hold everybody to the same standard, no matter what. Like we have guys, we have leaders, people we call leaders, maybe they'll show up late or something like that. You still gonna push the plate. You still gonna discipline. We might have a freshman discipline you, or just something like that. Like it doesn't matter your standard or what, it doesn't matter your level, who you are. We still gonna set the same standard, and I feel like that's what keeps everybody in unison and keeps everybody the same. So you feel me? Nobody's bigger than each other, but we do have the leaders, and they do a good job of calling people out. You're not crossing the line, go back. You drop a ball, get some push-ups. Like we're good at calling people out, and like I said, hold each other accountable. So when me being a leader mess up or something like that, people calling me out. So and I can't say anything because that's the culture we didn't build.
And how important is that? That it's coming from y'all as players rather than coaches?
It's very important. It's very important. Like I said, in the summer we had a few weeks where the coaches went on break, and I feel like that was probably the best three weeks we've had. Just being around just us, and obviously some of the strength coaches. They're like we're closest to them really than some other people. But just being around us and being able to go out to eat and just kick it at each other's house, just not having really too much of a structured schedule, obviously than working out. It's been good. You get to build a connection with your guys, and like on the field, y'all have that connection also.
Gotcha. Who's a player or a name that people should look out for? Maybe they're a little on the radar. Who you feel like is gonna make a lot of plays?
In the safety room, I'm gonna say Jordan Allen. Playing with him in the spring. I knew of him before he got here, but coming in the spring. Me and him had got a connection. Him being from the Louisiana area, I had transferred from the Louisiana area, so I kind of had built a connection just with people, from that culture. So me and him had got a bond, and in the spring, we had a few opportunities to tackle and go live. He made a lot of plays, so I feel like he gonna continue to show people who he is this year for sure, and we're gonna have a good time playing next to each other. Also, like in the corner room, we had some good depth in the corner room. Zelmar, new corner, tall corner. He can ball. Will James, he is a beast. He is a beast. His numbers have been crazy this offseason. Some of the best numbers. And in the spring, he made a lot of plays. So I feel like he gonna continue to get comfortable in his defense. So he gonna show a lot of people who he is this year.
Gotcha. You mentioned the offense, about how versatile and they are this season. What stood out to you about that?
Yeah, them boys nice. Connor's he's an NFL ready quarterback. Him coming from the SEC, he know what it takes. What I'm saying, to get there. I remember my first convo talking to him. First convo ever talking to him, he mentioned the Big 12 championship within like the first sentence or two. So that's the type of energy that I want from my quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we got Zion also still being a leader, still doing his thing. I just feel like the offense are completely. Lil Austin, he made some plays in the spring game. So like whenever anybody's numbers are called the running back room, they're deep. Dean coming in, Lil Ray, Lil Fat, So like it's just in the receiver room, it's just a complete. I would say night and day. From last spring to this spring, we kind of was beating up on them last spring. It kind of get a little boring, but you gotta come with it. You gotta come with it this year for sure, because them boys gonna, they'll get in your face and talk some noise to you. So, which is good. It's good to sometimes lose to your own team, because when it's time in the game, they making plays also. But it's real competitive. When we get to the locker room, it's love, because we all wearing Houston.
Gotcha. What has been Coach Fritz's message to you guys?
Well, we just the time ticking. We don't really have the time running out. So we trying to, August 30th is approaching soon. It's real soon. So that's kind of been the message for the past 2 or 3 months, really. Just time ticking. Do what you got to do every day to, get to that goal. So when August 30th come, you prepared, you ready.
Gotcha. Last question for me, just in terms of this message you have for Houston fans, what can they expect to see from you guys this season?
You're gonna see explosive offense, and you're gonna see a gritty defense for sure. And on special teams, we're gonna make a lot of plays. Real fun, a fun football team. It's gonna be like the old Houston for sure.